We plan to keep an especially close watch on the boys' football team this season as they seek to defend their state title this November in Syracuse.
And while the majority of the fall sports have already played one competition, the cross-country team is yet to compete this season. However, they have been practicing extremely hard for their first meet versus Edgemont. Here's a story on their preview. The Rye Garnet's cross-country team is off to a great start as they embark upon their competitive season. Led by captains Andrew Dappolite and Marty Highland, the boys' team has high hopes to place well in the league and qualify as many people as possible for states. The varsity squad has 4 returning members, 2 of which are seniors, as well as fresh talent from sophomores and juniors. Coach Craig Sandhouse spoke about the team's outlook on the new season.
We hope to have a very good season. We have an excellent team, both boys and girls, some excellent individual runners, and we plan to be very successful. Hopefully we'll have several individuals qualifying for the state championship. With a rigorous schedule in the coming months, the team is set to focus on many major invitationals. Actually, we're looking forward to all our invitationals. All of our invitationals, starting with the JFK Invitational and ending with the sectionals, are all important to us, and we take each invitational separately and try to do our best in each of them. We don't take any individual to have any less importance than the other. I interviewed Andrew Dappolite on his own expectations for the team.
Yeah, I'm excited for this upcoming season. We have many of our varsity members returning. We have myself, Max Robinson, Marty Highland, Stefan Trinikins. We have some very talented new additions to the team, including sophomore Jeff Boughton, who seems very talented. And at this point, it's still early in the season. You never know what's going to happen. But, I mean, as we look towards October, we just hope that everyone stays healthy and we just put out and perform the way we're supposed to.
Being injured last season, are you hoping on making a comeback this season?
Yeah, I've modified my training to be able to run through my injury. Hopefully I'll make it back to states. Ultimately, I'd like the whole team to come to states and have us qualify together. But again, you never know. It all depends on your competition.
On the girls' side, 4 seniors have returned to compete in their final competitive season. Captain and former state qualifier Annie O'Callahan leads the team, followed close behind by many strong runners. Captain Christy Jameson talks about the team's goals.
For the girls, we're hoping also to be, well, for the whole team to be league champs, and we want to go to the states, so let's see what happens.
Well, Andrew, I hope it all works out for you and your cross-country team. As a former member of the team myself, I have to say it's hard to stick around for the entire season.
Quitter.
Well, on to volleyball. This year's volleyball team lost many seniors last year. However, in their opening, they played extremely well versus Irvington. Here's a look at their team.
The girls' varsity volleyball team opened at home against Irvington with a very young team and only 4 seniors. Early on, the Garnets were struggling to find a rhythm, but after losing the first 2 games, they made a resurgent comeback. They won the next 2 games, with the 5th deciding game coming down to the wire. In this final game, the Garnets lost by 2. However, they played outstandingly and received a standing ovation from the crowd when it was over. Travis spoke to 2 of the girls' senior captains.
It would be really nice to win league. The game that we lost the first time was a non-league game, so it was really good practice for us. And I'm really looking forward to coming together, and hopefully we'll be able to win some of the rest of our games.
Losing many seniors last year, how did that affect your team this year?
Well, we actually have a really young team this year. We have 4 freshmen, and they're really good. They're adding to our team a lot, and we only have 4 seniors this year.
Even though it totally changed the dynamics of our team, I think that this year's team came back a lot better than we expected it to, and everyone's working together, and the grades came together really well, and we're just acting as a team.
Volleyball's upcoming games include Putnam Valley on the 14th, Pleasantville on the 18th, and Hastings on the 20th. With the loss of key players due to graduation, the volleyball team will have a little more difficulty producing as many wins as they did last year. Nonetheless, the team's effort is still as strong as ever.
While girls swimming and girls tennis were not featured in this broadcast, they will be featured in the next broadcast. And the last varsity sport, but not the least, is varsity field hockey. For a team that almost won state champions last year, they have dominated the season so far with an impressive 2-0 game in their opener. Here's the story on their team. The girls' varsity field hockey team was very impressive in their opener, with a strong team of veteran seniors that have been on the team for years. Rye is led by goalie Ashley Santoro, and with a combination of strong defense, they shut out Jay 2-0 in the end. With leadership from veteran coach Kevin Kelly and senior captain Casey Diani, the Garnets are poised for a great season, making them the team to beat. They play Hastings today and have Byram Hills on the schedule for tomorrow.
Well, the Garnets continue to impress in every fall sport. If the next 2 weeks were like the last one, we will be looking for a very strong season come playoffs.
Absolutely, indeed. This concludes the premiere of Garnet Insider. Look for our commercials and our next upcoming shows in about 2 weeks. And that was the Inside Scoop.
From the Garnet Insider crew and Rye TV,
That's a wrap.